The modern world moves fast, and your mind can easily become crowded with worries, doubts, and voices that do not belong to you. Stoicism teaches a powerful idea: your peace does not depend on the chaos around you, but on how you choose to respond to it. When you learn to pause and observe your thoughts instead of reacting to them, something changes. You realize that not every thought deserves your attention. Some thoughts are simply noise. The Stoic approach is not about suppressing emotions but about guiding them wisely. When you begin to practice this mindset, your mind becomes clearer, your focus stronger, and your life calmer. If this message resonates with you, consider subscribing to this channel for more insights that can help you build inner strength and clarity every single day. One of the most powerful realizations is that many toxic thoughts are not facts. They are interpretations shaped by fear, past experiences, or other people's opinions. Stoicism reminds us that our judgment is what gives power to these thoughts. When you stop automatically believing every negative idea that enters your mind, you begin to reclaim control. Instead of thinking, "This situation is terrible," a Stoic mindset asks, "What can I learn from this?" This shift alone can remove a huge amount of mental pressure. The more you practice questioning your thoughts, the less influence toxic thinking will have over your actions and emotions. Your focus improves when you learn the difference between what you can control and what you cannot. Many people suffer mentally because they constantly worry about outcomes, opinions, and events outside their control. Stoicism teaches that your energy should be invested only in what belongs to you: your choices, your effort, your discipline, and your attitude. When you release the need to control everything else, your mind becomes lighter. You stop wasting energy on frustration and start using it to build a stronger version of yourself. Another truth that clears the mind is understanding that discomfort is part of growth. Toxic thoughts often appear when life becomes difficult, making you believe that struggle means failure. Stoic philosophy teaches the opposite. Challenges are opportunities to develop patience, resilience, and wisdom. When you begin to see obstacles as training rather than punishment, your mental state changes. Instead of feeling defeated, you become focused and determined. Your mind shifts from fear to progress, and this mindset gradually brings inner peace. A calm mind is built when you stop seeking validation from everyone around you. Many toxic thoughts come from comparing yourself to others or worrying about how people judge your choices. Stoicism encourages independence of mind. Your worth is not defined by approval, praise, or criticism. The moment you stop measuring your life through other people's expectations, you regain clarity. You start living according to your values instead of chasing acceptance. This alone can remove a heavy burden from your mind. Gratitude is another Stoic principle that has the power to transform your thoughts. When your mind constantly focuses on what is missing, it naturally becomes negative and restless. But when you deliberately pay attention to what you already have, your perspective shifts. Gratitude does not mean ignoring problems. It means recognizing that life still contains opportunities, lessons, and moments of peace. This simple mental habit gradually replaces toxic thinking with calm awareness and appreciation. Another truth that Stoicism emphasizes is the importance of slowing down your reactions. Many toxic thoughts become stronger because we react to them immediately. We argue, panic, or make decisions in moments of emotional intensity. Stoic thinkers practiced pausing before responding to anything that disturbs the mind. This pause allows clarity to enter. When you give yourself time to think, you prevent negative thoughts from controlling your behavior. Over time, this habit creates emotional strength and stability. Your mind becomes clearer when you accept that mistakes are part of being human. Toxic thoughts often replay past failures again and again, making you feel stuck or ashamed. Stoicism teaches that the past cannot be changed, but it can be used as wisdom. Instead of punishing yourself mentally, you can learn from what happened and move forward with better understanding. This mindset removes the weight of regret and replaces it with growth. Another important Stoic insight is that peace comes from discipline, not from avoiding difficulty. A mind filled with distractions and uncontrolled habits often becomes restless and overwhelmed. But when you build daily discipline, whether through reflection, learning, or purposeful action, your thoughts become more organized and focused. Discipline strengthens your ability to guide your mind instead of being carried away by it. Over time, this creates lasting mental clarity and inner peace. Finally, remember that your thoughts do not define your destiny unless you allow them to control your actions. Stoicism teaches that you always have the ability to step back, reassess, and choose a wiser response. Every day is an opportunity to train your mind to become stronger, calmer, and more focused. Clearing toxic thoughts is not something that happens instantly, but with practice, it becomes easier and more natural. The more you apply these ideas in your daily life, the more you will notice a deep sense of control and balance within yourself. If you found value in this message and want to keep strengthening your mindset, subscribe to this channel for more Stoic wisdom and practical lessons that can help you build focus, confidence, and inner peace. Each video is designed to help you grow mentally stronger and live with clarity in a world full of distractions. Absolutely. Let's expand your script to make it much more detailed and engaging, so your video can reach 30 to 40 minutes or more. I'll take each point and deepen it with examples, practical exercises, and storytelling, all while keeping paragraphs under 250 words for easy reading and delivery. Here's the expanded version. The modern world moves fast, and your mind can easily become crowded with worries, doubts, and voices that do not belong to you. Stoicism teaches a powerful truth: your peace is not determined by external chaos, but by how you respond to it. Imagine walking through a storm while keeping your inner calm intact. This is exactly what Stoicism trains you to do. The first step is noticing your thoughts without immediately reacting to them. Many people let every passing thought control their emotions, which is why stress and anxiety feel constant. A Stoic, however, treats thoughts like passing clouds, acknowledging them without letting them dictate behavior. This practice alone gradually creates mental clarity. Your mind begins to feel lighter as you consciously decide which thoughts deserve attention and which can simply float away. Over time, this creates space for focus, creativity, and a calmer perception of life's challenges. Practically, start each day with a few minutes of observing your thoughts. Write down recurring negative patterns and question their validity. Doing this regularly trains your mind to respond with reason rather than emotion. If this resonates with you, subscribe to the channel for more lessons that guide you toward mental clarity, focus, and inner peace every single day. One of the most powerful realizations is that many toxic thoughts are not facts. They are interpretations shaped by fear, past experiences, or other people's opinions. Consider the times when you've worried about something that never even happened, or when you assumed someone disliked you without real proof. Stoicism reminds us that judgment gives power to these thoughts. By questioning them, you regain control. A practical exercise is to ask yourself, is this true? Is this within my control? This simple but effective technique forces your mind to confront the difference between perception and reality. Negative thoughts often escalate when left unchecked, creating a feedback loop of anxiety or self-doubt. By training yourself to examine these ideas rationally, you stop giving them the fuel they need to grow. Over time, this reduces mental clutter and promotes focus. Think of it as spring cleaning your mind, removing unnecessary emotional junk to make room for clarity, creativity, and purposeful action. This practice becomes a shield against manipulation, comparison, and overthinking. Your focus improves when you clearly understand the difference between what you can control and what you cannot. Many people suffer because they worry endlessly about things beyond their influence: the opinions of others, past mistakes, future outcomes, or societal pressures. Stoicism teaches that your energy should be invested only in what belongs to you: your thoughts, choices, effort, and attitude. For instance, you cannot control traffic, someone else's mood, or the economy, but you can control your response, your patience, and your decisions. By letting go of the uncontrollable, you reclaim enormous mental energy. A practical tip is to create a daily control list. Note what is within your control today and focus solely on those items. This habit strengthens focus, reduces anxiety, and frees your mind from the exhausting burden of trying to micromanage the world. The more you practice this, the more your mind naturally filters out distractions, making clarity and peace a permanent companion. Another truth that clears the mind is understanding that discomfort is part of growth. Life is not always easy, and toxic thoughts often appear when situations become challenging. The Stoic approach reframes difficulty as training for resilience. Imagine your mind as a muscle. The more it faces manageable challenges, the stronger it becomes. Stoicism teaches that hardship is not punishment but opportunity. When you shift your perception, obstacles become lessons instead of threats. You can practice this by reflecting daily on one uncomfortable moment and asking, "What can this teach me?" Small daily exercises, like choosing to confront a minor fear, delaying gratification, or staying calm in a tense conversation, strengthen your inner control and reduce the power of toxic thoughts. Gradually, challenges no longer trigger stress, they become pathways to growth. Over time, this builds a strong, unshakable mental foundation. A calm mind is also built when you stop seeking validation from others. Many toxic thoughts stem from comparing yourself to people who may not understand your journey. Social media amplifies this tendency, making you feel inadequate or left behind. Stoicism teaches independence of mind. Your worth is not measured by praise, approval, or recognition. When you stop worrying about others' opinions, you regain freedom and clarity. You start living according to your values rather than external expectations. To practice, spend one day intentionally noticing moments when you seek approval and consciously redirect focus to your own goals. This mental exercise helps cut the chains of comparison and ego, leaving your mind lighter, more confident, and less influenced by negativity. Gratitude is another Stoic principle that transforms your thinking. When your mind dwells on what is missing, it naturally turns negative. But by intentionally acknowledging what you already have, you shift perspective. Gratitude does not ignore life's difficulties, it balances perception. Start a gratitude journal, listing even small things, a supportive friend, a quiet morning, or progress on a goal. Over weeks, your mind rewires to notice positives more than negatives. This practice reduces toxic thoughts, increases mental energy, and enhances focus. It also strengthens resilience, as the mind begins to see challenges as part of life rather than insurmountable burdens. Another truth emphasizes slowing down reactions. Many toxic thoughts grow stronger because we react impulsively. Arguments, panic, or hasty decisions fuel negativity. Stoics practice pausing before responding, allowing clarity to guide action. Try this exercise. When triggered, take 3 deep breaths and ask, "Does this reaction serve me?" Often, the intensity of negative thoughts diminishes simply by delaying response. Over time, this habit creates emotional stability, inner calm, and better decision-making. Your mind becomes clearer when you accept that mistakes are human. Toxic thoughts replay past failures, keeping you stuck in shame or regret. Stoicism teaches that the past cannot be changed, but it can be used as wisdom. Reflect on past mistakes with the question, "What can I learn, and how can I improve?" This shifts energy from guilt to growth. Mentally releasing regret creates space for focus, creativity, and constructive action, strengthening your inner peace. Peace also comes from discipline, not avoidance. Daily habits, reflection, meditation, focused action, organize the mind and reduce chaos. Discipline trains the mind to prioritize, focus, and resist distraction. Even small steps, like daily journaling or scheduling deep work periods, build mental clarity and long-term calm. Over time, discipline ensures your thoughts serve your purpose instead of controlling your life. Finally, remember that your thoughts do not define your destiny unless you let them. Each day is an opportunity to train your mind, strengthen focus, and reclaim calm. Toxic thoughts lose their grip when met with reason, practice, and patience. Stoicism offers tools for daily reflection, structured thinking, and mental resilience. The more you apply these ideas, the more control and clarity you gain, gradually creating a life guided by wisdom rather than chaos. If this message resonates with you and you want to keep developing a strong, focused, and calm mind, subscribe to this channel. Each video is designed to provide actionable lessons in Stoicism, helping you master your thoughts, enhance focus, and reclaim inner peace in a chaotic world. By subscribing, you join a community committed to growth, clarity, and mental freedom. If you want, I can expand this further to hit the full 10,000 word count by turning each principle into a fully detailed story, daily practice routine, and example scenario. This will easily make your video 35 to 40 minutes long. Do you want me to do that next?